Welcome everyone to the ultimate treasure hunt adventure, where hidden history meets real money, and today we dive deep into one of the most talked about coins in America. The legendary 1989 Lincoln penny, a coin that many people ignore every single day, yet collectors across the nation are searching for it with excitement, because some rare versions of this simple 1-cent coin have shocked the world with surprising value. And if you stay with me through this fascinating journey, you might discover that the next time you check your pocket change, you could be holding a small copper treasure worth far more than its face value. The story of the 1989 Lincoln penny begins with the long tradition of the Lincoln Cent series, one of the most beloved coin designs ever created in the United States. First introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, this coin became a symbol of American history, pride, and everyday commerce for generations. By 1989, the penny had already gone through several design transitions, metal composition changes, and minting improvements. Yet, even in modern years, certain pennies still became rare and valuable because of mint errors, low circulation survival rates, or unusual variations that collectors dream about finding now. Imagine millions of pennies being produced every day, rolling off mint machines in Philadelphia and Denver, each coin looking nearly identical at first glance, yet hidden among those billions are a few extraordinary pieces. Created by small mistakes in the minting process, these mistakes are not flaws to collectors, they are treasures, because rarity is the heartbeat of coin collecting, and the rarer a coin is, the more collectors are willing to pay to own it. The Lincoln penny may look ordinary, but some varieties are anything but ordinary. One of the most exciting things collectors search for is the famous doubled die effect. This happens when the coin die strikes the design more than once at slightly different angles, creating a visible doubling of letters or numbers on the coin. If you ever notice the date or the word Liberty or the motto "In God We Trust" looking slightly doubled, that coin could instantly become valuable, and serious collectors carefully inspect pennies with magnifying glasses, hoping to spot this rare detail. Another thrilling discovery is the off-center strike error. This occurs when the blank coin planchette is not perfectly aligned when struck, causing part of the design to be missing, while the rest appears shifted. These coins look unusual, almost artistic, and depending on how dramatic the shift is, they can be worth many times their original value. Collectors love these because each one is unique, like a fingerprint, no two off center coins are exactly alike. There are also broad strike errors, clipped planchette errors, and coins struck on the wrong metal blanks, all of which can turn a simple 1989 penny into a collector's prize. For example, if a penny was accidentally struck on a blank meant for another denomination, it might weigh differently or appear in a strange color, and such rare mint mistakes can attract intense bidding whenever they appear at auctions. Condition is another powerful factor that determines value. A 1989 penny that has been heavily used, scratched, or worn down will usually remain worth only 1 cent, but if you find one in brilliant, uncirculated condition with sharp details, shiny luster, and no visible damage, collectors may pay a premium, especially if it also features a rare variety or mint-era coin grading experts use. Detailed scales to judge condition, and even small differences can dramatically change price, which is why collectors carefully store valuable coins in protective holders to preserve their quality. Mint marks also play an important role. Most 1989 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, which typically have no mint mark, while others were minted in Denver, marked with a small D below the date. Although both types are common, certain error varieties from specific mints can be far rarer than others, making them more desirable. For collectors who are building complete sets and searching for the most elusive pieces, what makes coin collecting so exciting is the possibility that anyone, anywhere could discover a hidden rarity. People have found valuable pennies in old jars, piggy banks, rolls from the bank, and even in loose change from grocery stores. Stories circulate every year about lucky individuals who spotted a tiny detail others overlooked and sold their find for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And those stories fuel the passion of collectors around the world, encouraging them to keep searching every coin they encounter. The thrill is not just about money, it is also about history, imagination, and the connection between past and present. When you hold a 1989 Lincoln penny, you are holding a piece of American culture that may have traveled through countless hands across cities. states, and decades, each coin carries invisible stories of where it has been and what it has witnessed from every day. Purchases to major life moments, and that sense of mystery adds emotional value beyond any price tag experts recommend examining coins under good lighting using a magnifier and comparing them with verified images of known rare varieties. Knowledge is the collector's greatest tool because understanding what to look for can transform an ordinary coin search into a successful treasure hunt. And once you learn the key signs of rarity, you will never look at pocket change the same way again. Every coin becomes a possibility, every date becomes a clue, and every discovery becomes a moment of excitement. 1989 Lincoln penny stands as proof that even modern coins can hold hidden value, while older coins often receive the spotlight. Modern issues can surprise collectors with rare varieties that slipped past mint inspectors. These coins remind us that treasure does not always come from ancient times. Sometimes it is created quietly in recent decades, waiting patiently to be discovered by someone curious enough to look closely. Everyone to the ultimate treasure hunt adventure, where hidden history meets real money, and today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising coins ever discovered in pocket change. The 2015 Lincoln penny, a coin that most people ignore yet, collectors across America are searching for every single day. Because some of these tiny copper coins are worth far more than 1 cent, and in this incredible journey, you are about to learn why this modern penny has become one of the most talked about coins in circulation, how rare errors can transform an ordinary coin into a collector's dream, why certain 2015 pennies have sold for shocking prices, and how you might already have one sitting unnoticed in your jar, drawer, or wallet right now. Imagine the thrill of checking your change and finding a coin that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That is the excitement that keeps coin hunters searching every day, and it all starts with understanding the story behind the 2015 Lincoln penny. The design continues the legendary portrait of Abraham Lincoln, first introduced in 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in United States history. On the front, you see Lincoln facing right with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 2015, along with a mint mark if it was struck in Denver or San Francisco, while coins from Philadelphia may not show a mint mark at all. And on the back, you will find the Union Shield design, symbolizing unity and strength, a design introduced in 2010 to represent the preservation of the United States as a single nation. And while millions of these coins were produced, not all of them are the same, because hidden among the ordinary pieces are rare varieties and errors that collectors are eager to find. Some 2015 pennies were struck with die errors, meaning something went wrong during the minting process, and those mistakes can make a coin extremely valuable. One example is the double die error, where letters or numbers appear slightly doubled due to misalignment during striking. Collectors carefully examine the words Liberty, the date, and even Lincoln's eye and beard, looking for subtle signs of doubling, because even a slight shift can increase value dramatically. Another sought-after variety is the off-center strike, where the design is not perfectly centered on the coin, leaving part of the blank surface visible. Coins with dramatic off-center errors can sell for impressive amounts, especially if the date is still visible, because collectors want clear identification. Along with the unusual appearance, then there are clipped planchette errors, where a portion of the coin appears missing due to a mistake in cutting the metal blanks before striking. These curved or straight clips make each coin unique and highly collectible, and the more unusual the shape, the more attention it attracts from buyers across online auctions. And coin show's condition also plays a powerful role in value. A 2015 penny in circulated condition might only be worth face value, but if you discover one in uncirculated or mint state condition, meaning it has no wear, retains full shine, and shows sharp details, it could be worth several dollars or more, especially if graded by professional services. Collectors look for coins with bright, original luster, clean surfaces, and strong strike details, because these qualities signal that the coin has been preserved since leaving the mint. Another factor that makes certain 2015 pennies valuable is the mint mark. Pennies struck in San Francisco are usually proof coins, specially made for collectors with mural-like backgrounds and frosted designs. These proof coins were not released into circulation, only sold in special mint sets, which means finding one outside a collection is extremely rare, and exciting proof coins are easy to recognize because of their reflective shine and crisp details, and depending on condition, they can sell for far more than regular circulation pennies. Now, you might wonder how to check your own coins, like a professional collector. The process is simple but requires patience. First, gather your pennies and place them under bright light. Next, use a magnifying glass or coin loupe to inspect the date, mint mark, and lettering. Look closely for doubling, unusual shapes, or anything that seems different from a normal coin. Rotate the coin slowly, because some errors only become visible at certain angles also. Check the edge and surface for strange textures or missing sections, and remember, never clean a coin, because cleaning can reduce its value dramatically. Collectors prefer coins in natural condition, even if they appear slightly dull, as long as they are authentic and unaltered. One fascinating truth about coin collecting is that rarity often hides in plain sight. Millions of people spend pennies every day without looking at them carefully, which means valuable coins can circulate for years before being discovered. Stories exist of lucky individuals finding rare, errant pennies in grocery store change, parking meters, or old piggy banks, proving that treasure hunting is not limited to metal detectors or ancient ruins. It can happen right in your hand. The 2015 penny represents modern coinage, yet it already holds a special place among collectors because it reminds everyone that valuable coins are not only old coins. Sometimes the newest coins hold the greatest surprises, and this idea has inspired a new generation of collectors who search rolls from banks, examine their change, and share discoveries. Online building communities of enthusiasts who celebrate each new find, and the excitement grows whenever a rare example appears at auction, fetching a price far above expectations, sparking even more interest in searching everyday coins. So, as you continue watching this journey, keep your eyes open and your curiosity sharp, because the next coin you check might not be ordinary at all. It might be a hidden gem waiting to be recognized, a tiny piece of metal carrying history, and potential value all in one. And that is the magic of the 2015 Lincoln penny, a coin that proves treasure does not always glitter. Sometimes it looks just like the change in your pocket, and the only difference between an overlooked penny and a prized collectible is knowledge, patience, and the willingness to look closer than everyone else.